The military is sending a very clear message to William Ruto. If only William Ruto can join the dots, he can understand the message the military is sending. Before we dig deep into that, let me say this. Yesterday, there was a scuffle in Mombasa County, Likoni, where it's alleged that some KDF officers assaulted a private security guard and some police officers. The police has released a statement explaining what happened yesterday. Police reveal reason behind altercation with KDF officers at Likoni Channel. Say one person was injured. Police have now revealed that one person was injured during an ugly confrontation between Kenya Navy soldiers and police officers manning the Likoni ferry channel on Saturday. In a report made at the Likoni ferry police station, police say during the altercation, a private security officer by the name Wilson Obege was injured. The report reveals that the scuffle ensued when the said KDF soldiers arrived at the Likoni channel and blocked it with their tactical military land cruiser. Obege, the private security guard manning the lock, tried to ask the KDF soldiers to open up the way, something that triggered the altercation that ensued. It is at this point that Obege sought the help of the police officers manning the lock, whereupon, approaching the KDF soldiers to reason with them, they harassed them further. A police officer was assaulted alongside the security guard, as seen in viral videos circulated online. The incident triggered massive reaction among Kenyans, prompting KDF to issue a statement saying it would take action against the soldiers involved. To establish the circumstances leading to the incident, military, police, and requisite investigation agencies are currently handling the matter, read a statement issued on Saturday evening. That's the statement by the police. We've not gotten a detailed statement from the military. I want us to understand what could be happening behind the scenes, because this is not the first time we are seeing such instances. Just about 2 weeks ago, we saw a similar incident in Lodwar. And for those who have been keenly following things as they unfold, the military presence is becoming more pronounced. We are now seeing the presence of military more than any other time. We saw them in Lodwar, and yesterday we saw them in Mombasa. What could be happening behind the scenes? Could it be possible that the military is taking over the functions or intends to take over the functions of the Kenya police? Because from what we are being told yesterday in Likoni, that they went and blocked a passage. So it could have been possible that maybe they wanted to man that passage. And also we saw that in Lodwar. What could be happening behind the scenes? Before we dig deep, I want us to remind ourselves of some remarks Boni Alwale said. And for those who have been following us keenly here, we had also analyzed those remarks by Alwale here, where Alwale was warning that if things continue the way they're going, then the military will most definitely take over. Listen to Boni Aluale before we continue.
Mr. Speaker, if we are not firm as Parliament, we'll either throw our country into instability, like what is happening in West Africa. The outdated way of change of government is now back in Africa. We are now seeing coup d'etats because the militaries are waiting to see the institution of Parliament ensure that constitutions are working, and when they give up, they use unconstitutional means.
That was a very strong warning by Boni Aluale. If you look at things as they unfold in the country right now, it appears systems are no longer working. Parliament has already been pocketed by the executive, and the judiciary, from the kind of rulings they've been making, it appears the judiciary is also now in bed with the government. Opposition leaders have either been threatened or have been bought to join the government, and they are no longer speaking on behalf of the people. And the police have also not been left behind. The police, instead of also being professional as they perform their duties, they are also being used to play politics. And I'm saying that based on a revelation weeks back, where it was exposed that some senior police officers in Kisii were planning some ills against the Kisii governor, Simba Arati. So the senior police officers were planning to frame Simba Arati. And also during the demonstrations, we know that the Constitution gives Kenyans the right to demonstrate. As Kenyans were demonstrating, we saw police officers turning rogue, killing very innocent Kenyans. So it appears the systems have failed. And those are signs of a failing state. The police themselves have turned rogue. Kenyans can no longer trust the police. From where I sit, I strongly believe that the military is sending a very strong warning and a message to Ruto that if you don't contain things, then we must be forced to take over. I'm seeing the junior officers in the military sending that strong warning. And I'm saying junior officers because it can well be that the top military officers are also being compromised. So the junior officers are just sending that strong warning to William Ruto and his team. Put things in place, or we put them in place for you. So William Ruto and his team should not sit pretty watching things deteriorate to that level. Let there be order, and the order can start from the top. If the top is not inspiring, then we have total chaos. That's what I'm seeing happening here. Let's meet in our next analysis. For those watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.
Mr. Speaker, if we are not firm as Parliament, we'll either throw our country into instability, like what is happening in West Africa. The outdated way of change of government is now back in Africa. We are now seeing coup d'etats because the militaries are waiting to see the institution of Parliament ensure that constitutions are working, and when they give up, they use unconstitutional means.